Hello people of the internet, my name is Tatiana. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here, it's lovely to have you. Today's video is dedicated to my fellow shorties because we're gonna do a little try on and we're gonna have a look at clothes from Petite Studio NYC, which is a brand that is dedicated to making clothing for short people. If you're short, you know the struggle. The clothing is always quite disproportionate, and when it fits in one spot, it doesn't fit in the other. So I'm very excited to have a look at the pieces that I have here today. Before we get into it, let's talk a little bit about the brand because it's the first time that I'm trying something from them. I always like to have a little look inside. So I pulled up an article on their website and we're gonna have a look at it together. Petite Studio was founded in 2016 by Jenny Wang-Howell. She is a shorty herself, 5'2" fashionista. She saw that it was a problem for short people to find trendy clothing that are also high quality, so she decided to start the brand herself. They are also open about their sustainability measures, and there is also a lot of resources about where their fabrics are coming from, where the garments are produced, who they are produced by. So I always like it when the brands are open about the whole production process. There is a full article about their factory, which is based in Jenny's hometown in China. Most of the people have been working at the factory for over 10 years and they have a long-term stable career. They also talk a bit about their processes. Apparently it takes around 20 hours to create a single piece of garment, which compared to the fast fashion practices is a rather long time. Overall, it seems like the working conditions are fair. Regarding their fabrics, it doesn't seem like everything comes from one place. It looks like they are sourcing it globally to select what's the best. And the only example that I was able to find is that their wool comes from Australia and the rest is unclear, or maybe I just didn't find this information. But overall, it looks like Petite Studio really cares about providing fair conditions to the workers. And regarding the fabrics, I can't really tell, but I would hope that there are some efforts for sustainability here as well, especially considering that they don't produce crazy amounts of pieces per collection. Before we get into the try on, here are my sizes as always for comparison in case you decide to shop at this brand as well. Talking about sizing, I also noticed that Petite Studio has a rather interesting sizing charts. It's not like a regular, okay, this is your waist size, this is your bust size, and choose your size based on that. It's based on your height and your weight, which is really interesting, and I guess it makes sense, but also not everybody is shaped the same way just based on their weight, so I was a tiny bit skeptical, and I just wanted to include this here because I thought the sizing chart was very interesting and rather different than what you normally see. But now, without further ado, we're gonna get into it and we will talk about the sizing as we talk about each piece. By the way, I really like their packaging. I think this is so cute, small but mighty, so fitting. First up, for me, the most exciting piece is the jumpsuit. This one is the Mitzi jumpsuit in denim blue. If you're also short, you know the struggle of buying a jumpsuit because it just somehow never fits. If it fits in length, you probably can't zip it up, or like, you know, it fits in one spot and then it doesn't fit in the other, or like maybe there is just too much fabric in the waist because people who are taller just have probably better ratios than me. I don't know, it just never works. With this one, I felt like the proportions worked perfectly. According to the size chart, I think I was kind of in between small and medium. They were out of small, so I got a medium and it works. I think it fits really well lengthwise and widthwise. There is a little bit of extra space in the waist and there is a little bit of extra space in the chest area, so I do think I could have gotten away with the size smaller, but I'm not mad about it because I like having the space to move, the space to eat. It does look a lot more shiny in person than it did online. The whole jumpsuit is made out of 100% lyocell and it's lined in the top part, which gives the extra little softness, and the bottom part is not lined, but it's not see-through. And the jumpsuit also has these straps for a belt. I think that's what they are called. So if you feel like there is a little extra fabric in the waist, it doesn't matter because you can always cinch it in if you want to. 10 out of 10. I am very happy with this. I'm still not sure about the shininess of the fabric. I was hoping for something a little more matte, but it's the first jumpsuit that actually fits, so I'm very excited. Next up, we have a simple pair of cropped pants. I am not loving the way these fit. I was very excited when I pulled them out. The quality is really nice. It's 93% cotton, 6% polyester, and 1% spandex. So it has a little bit of stretch, but not too much. And it's just a really nice fabric, and the whole thing just seems really well done. The issue is that this is a size small, and it looks like I am not a size small. They do fit rather tight, and it's not very flattering. And then when it comes to the length, like, I know they are supposed to be cropped, but I do feel like it looks a little comical on me. To be completely fair, I feel like my body is rather disproportionate, and the length of my legs is like regular, but then my torso is freakishly short. So usually when it comes to pants, I can get away with wearing non-petite ones. The top is where the problem starts, so that's why I feel like the jumpsuit worked so well, and this maybe doesn't look so good. I'm not sure, maybe if I would size up, the length would be a lot more flattering. The pants look amazing on the model online, and it looks like it's the right length, like they're cropped just perfectly. And she is around the same height as me, but she is around 10 kilos lighter. Maybe that's something that kind of changes the proportions a little bit, but the quality is really nice. So if your legs are kind of short or you don't mind this cropped look, then this is a piece to go for. Next up, we have a rather simple shirt that right off the bat feels like an amazing quality. The fabric is so soft. It's 45% cotton, 45% polyester, and 10% rayon. It looks and feels like a shirt that you would take from your granddad's or your dad's closet, like, you know, the ones that they love wearing and always wear, that are just so connected to them, and like in the best way possible. I know that this might sound like a bad description to someone, but to me that's like the best thing. I love those pieces. It looks very vintage, but also modern at the same time, and I could imagine wearing this as a cover-up in the summer when you're a little bit cold in the morning, but it's not cold enough to wear a jacket, and these are exactly the shirts that you would go for. When it comes to the fit, I do think I could have used a little more space in the chest area. But when it comes to the proportions, like the sleeve length is perfect. It also falls just right below the butt, so I'm very happy with this piece. And this is also a size small, and it feels like it's a little bit oversized, but kind of perfect at the same time, so definitely a fan of this. And it also comes in pink. I was undecisive, but I already have a pink shirt, so I went with the beige one to have something a little more universal. So yeah, I think this one looks really nice, and I'm excited to wear this. It's like a very all year round kind of piece. Super random, I just remembered as I'm doing the actual try on, I really wanted to try a dress from this brand just to kind of see how the proportions are, but they were sold out. But look how beautiful this one looks. And I think they restocked it now, so I might actually buy it because I'm just obsessed. It's stunning. Next up, we actually have a set of shorts and a shirt. The shirt is 100% cotton, and the bottoms are a blend of linen and cotton. Both of them just feel like a perfect match for like summer in Greece. The thing is that the pants are a little small for me. I think they look good and I can fit into them. I just feel like they are a little bit tight on my waist, and I should have sized up. So this is a size small, and I should have gone with a medium, but definitely solves the problem that I usually have with shorts, and that is that they go like all the way to my knee and I look like a overgrown toddler. So this is not the case. I think they hit you just in the right spot on the thigh, so heads off there. And the quality just really feels luxurious. It's this structured cotton linen fabric. I don't know if the camera is picking it up, but it just feels rich. It has rather big pockets that are actually done in a way that it's not like gaping, they're kind of hidden, which I'm a huge fan of. And it has a zipper in the back, which leaves the front a lot more seamless, and I'm a big fan. Just a bit upset that it is a bit small. When it comes to the shirt, I think this is a really lovely style. I'm always a fan of tie front shirts, and I love the little beaded detail. It's fully lined, so nothing is transparent, and the details are just beautiful. I love this style, and it has teeny tiny pockets. Big fan of this set. Thank you so much for watching. I always love discovering new brands, especially the brands that are catering to a rather niche audience, more specifically a small audience. Pun very much intended. There were some pieces that I loved, there were some pieces that I felt like didn't necessarily fit, but then again, I am rather on the curvier side of the petite spectrum. I think it's totally natural that not everything fits, but I'm very, very excited about the jumpsuit, and it's something that I've been looking for years, so this is a huge event for me. I think all the pieces are an amazing quality and they feel really luxurious on the skin. They are not kidding when they say they source the fabrics from the same places as luxurious brands. It really does feel luxurious. Bottom line, I can absolutely recommend this brand. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!